Maegan Thompson, Activities Manager, Burlington Retirement Village.
Hi guys, my name's Maegan Thompson. I work at a newly developed retirement village out on Preston's Road. We're part of a company called Kestrel. We also own a retirement village called Alpine View, which is 3 kilometres the other end of Preston's Road. We are soon to open another village here in Christchurch, and I wanted to come and speak to you today about the proposed plan of cancelling the Christchurch City Library mobile van. I wanted to come and discuss this with you because cancelling a service like this is going to cause huge damage to my residents at our village, Burlington Village. At this village, it's a lifestyle village, so we have residents over the age of 65 retiring here, and many residents use this service on a weekly basis. The van comes on a Friday for 30 minutes, that's all we need, and at this stage we have approximately 30 residents using this van weekly. We've got 100 residents on site at the moment. This is going to grow to about 400 residents at a later stage that will be accessing this van. So my issue is with cancelling this service, you're essentially cutting off an entire generation from using something they've always used their whole life, books. By removing the service, they aren't able to access something they should be entitled to access, books. A lot of our residents can't actually drive themselves into the library to get books. There's a variety of reasons for this. One, their mobility. They can't drive a car. Some of them, many of them, especially a majority of our females, actually don't have their licence. So if a husband passes away, they actually cannot drive a vehicle. With comes that sight issues, hearing issues, and most importantly, confidence issues. I mean, the city itself, for someone my age, I love our city. I think it's fantastic, especially seeing it before the earthquake and now after the earthquake. For a lot of residents, it's unrecognisable. They don't have the confidence to use GPS on their phones. They can't use their car GPS screens. The technological skills to use this isn't there. So actually physically getting themselves into the city, parking their car, using a parking meter, then going into the library and coming back out is just too difficult. With the van coming, like I said, for just 30 minutes a week, it allows all of those residents to have access to a service that brings so much joy. I truly believe it's a service that will cause more damage than good by cancelling it. They've been taxpayers their whole lives. They continue to pay rates, and I truly do believe this is a service they deserve to have access to. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, we've had a lot of submissions on the mobile library, and I guess that what has sparked off this debate in the LTP is the buses coming to the end of their lives. Are there other options, in terms of other ways that the service could be delivered, not necessarily with a standard drop-off point? I mean, I'm just thinking one of the retirement villages that I visited just shortly, not that long ago.
I found this on the web.
They don't get the... Sorry. I was just communicating with Siri by accident. They don't have the mobile library come, but the librarians do take books there and change them regularly.
Yep.
So there are other ways of providing the service.
Absolutely, and in our care centres, so we have 3 facilities on site. We have our care centre, our dementia centre, and then our independent livers. And I look after the independent livers. And I do know librarians do bring books to the care centre. I mean, if that's the way we want to move going forward, as long as, with the mobile van, it's completely independent. When Wendy, who ran it, who was in it for a very long time, she got to know the residents and the books that they liked, and she knew that some residents liked big print and some liked small, and there was more fiction than non-fiction. It was that personal touch. And for 90% of our residents, when they were my age, they didn't have a television, so they don't sit down at the end of the night and watch TV. They pull out a book. I mean, if moving forward that was an option, as long as we could keep access to the books for the people who couldn't get to the library, I think that's my main message. So
I'm also thinking that with technology, and I accept that there may be disadvantages for some, but there will be staff who would be able to help people choose the books that they wanted, and the books could literally be delivered. Maybe from Parkland's library would be closest library to where you are. You know, rather than a central mobile service.
So are you talking about residents ordering the books and then they're being delivered? And okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they could have a look at what was on offer generally across our library service. And they could be delivered once a week or whatever. So, I mean, all I'm saying is that are you open to the wider concept, you're supporting the service as opposed to the method of delivery?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Simon Templeton from